Appreciate that. Wow. Listen, I think homeschool, that might be the solution. Homeschool might be the way, because I know some kids, they're 4 and 5 years old. My buddy asked them to come out and watch his kids play soccer. I got out there 3 minutes late, walk out of the soccer field. I'm like, hey, what's the score? My buddy goes, we don't keep score here. All these kids are winners. You do that here in St. Louis? I was like, all these kids are winners. That kid's got his jersey on inside out and he's chasing a butterfly. That kid's not a winner. It's just not even made up. They've outlawed the use of red pen in the school district because red is too aggressive of a color for kids. For real, they're going to see the color red and be reminded of their failures. When they get older, they're going to see red and be insecure. I don't even have a joke for that. I'm just reporting the news. What? Like, here was the grading system for all of us coming through school. A, B, C, D, F. Like, we skipped a letter to make sure kids knew they were failures. You can't give a kid an E for more effort? No. F. Failure. Like, one time in high school, I got an F with an exclamation point on it. Just... Kids need to learn to succeed and fail, right, everybody? Yeah. I think it's good for a kid to create a culture of failure in his life so then he can get older and play for the Rams. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting a year to tell that joke, you guys. I was like, where is he going with this one? I'm just saying, kids need to learn to succeed and fail. It's good for kids. My neighborhood this year, no more diving board at the pool. No more diving board, because last summer some idiot kid tried to go off the diving board with his eyes closed. That's not the time to laugh. Wow, okay. Kid's getting hurt, yeah. Slow down, man. Wow. Kid went over to the diving board with his eyes closed, landed on the concrete, and they were like... They were like, no more diving board. It's not safe for kids. America, that is not the solution, okay? If kids want to be idiots, we got to start weeding some of these kids out. Come here, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying, there's no trampolines, there's no bike ramps, there's no diving boards, and you wonder why you got grown men walking around in skinny jeans. I'm just saying. Some people are just dumb these days, you guys. You ever seen somebody and you're like, really? And they do something stupid and they get hurt and they're like, God's just really testing me. Like, no, that's gravity, okay? That's not. I mean, I'm a Christian, but I look at some people sometimes and I'm like, even Jesus ain't taking that wheel. Jesus probably would, but no! Take your wheel and your rims. What? No. Wow. Don't cheer for that. I'm just saying, kids need to learn. That's my premise, you guys. Kids need to learn. Anybody seen a trampoline in 2014? You seen a new trampoline? My buddy's got one. It's got like 360-degree netting around the whole thing, you know? Padding on everything metal. There's like an escalator to get up onto that thing. We don't want any kids getting hurt on the trampoline. Like, I'm pretty sure when I was growing up, you would get tetanus just climbing onto the trampoline. Remember trampoline springs to be popping off, hitting kids in the face? I'm a skinny kid. I got double bounce. It's not made up. Double bounce landed with a spring right between my legs. And none of the kids stopped jumping. The spring was still going like this. My dad saw the whole thing. He's like, walk it off. I was like, oh, God. Not anymore, you guys. 2 weeks ago, I was driving down my neighborhood, not made up. I saw 2 kids jumping on a trampoline with helmets on. Like, we used to pull the trampoline up to the house, get the neighborhood fat kid on the roof to try to bounce us into the neighbor's pool. We're on the team. Anyway, but listen, I don't want to get into kind of like spiritual message or something, because I know there's one guy that's not a Christian in here, so I'll try to get him saved. But like, I've been through a lot in the past 2 years of my life, and you can look it up you can Google. Well, don't Google it, but maybe it's probably on page 2 by now. But who knows? That's stupid. But there's a lot of shame surrounding sex. That's why I make jokes about it, because like it's a God-given, and a lot of, like, I've been through a lot of embarrassing things, and especially I wanted to commit suicide. I was in rehab for 4 months. It's a long story. Somebody goes like, "What's going on here?" Anyway, but there's a lot of, like, I always talk about it because there's a lot of people in here that struggle with a lot of shame, especially surrounding. I was in rehab for 4 months. I got out of rehab. I was on a Sunday, so I went to Five Guys. Chick-fil-A was closed. And I went in there, and I was like very embarrassed. I didn't think I'd ever tell jokes again. I gave up on being a comedian and all that stuff. I was like, I just want to, live by myself and not tell jokes anymore. But I never forget this. "Oh, love you, girl." Okay, well, yeah. That's how I got in trouble last time. So don't. I don't know. That's stupid. There's a lot of shame surrounding sex, especially as a Christian. I never forget, because everything I went through was horrific and embarrassing and awful, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But the only thing worse is if that would have never happened to me, because I would have lived in just, okay, one guy's from church. We love you. But like, I've dated women that are in their 30s and that just carry around a lot of shame surrounding sex, and that just something that they did that you don't think you get. And I thought everybody, every time I had like a sold out show or anything that I did like on television, it would always come, as a Christian, it would come with a lot of shame, because I thought that if everybody knew the truth about me, that all of these people would hate me. And that whole rehabilitation process is I found out that there's a God that loves you and he cares about you, and he's not mad at you. He's not mad at you. Nah. And I don't listen. Let's pray. I'm just kidding. Sorry. I got too deep. I got into a hole. I didn't know how to get myself out of it. My bad. Anyway, if you'd like to, we're just going to pass around the buckets. If you have a couple dollars, just slide them in. That would have been the perfect time for the buckets. Get them in with the emotions. Send the buckets, baby. Yeah. That's stupid. But there's a lot of people that, like, what I was saying the story about when I went to Five Guys, and I was wearing like a hood and sunglasses, and I didn't want to be recognized or nothing like that. And I never forget this family. They were like, "Hey, John," and I was like, they called me over to their table. I was like, they're gonna say I'm a bad Christian or I'm a bad influence on their kids or I'm an embarrassment or whatever. And they go, "We just want to let you know that we love you and we care about you and we've been thinking about you." And I was like, it was so confusing, because that was the first time in my life that people knew everything about me and they still chose to love me. And I just want to say that in a lot of ways, I've been through a lot of darkness, and the people that are out here that bought tickets to my show saved my life in a lot of ways. And I just want to say thank you. That's it. Thank you. I'm not trying to do like a thing, but if you'd like to sponsor a child, would you slip your hand? You know that Bible verse, wherever 3 or more are gathered in my name. Compassion International is there getting kids sponsored. That's across the line. I shouldn't say it. I'll tell you one story about rehab. It's just like, so I was in rehab for like 4 months, and it was horrible. I called my best friend and his wife, and I was on the speakerphone with them. Best friend and his wife, and I was like, "Dude, this place is terrible. You got to wake up at dawn. You got to go to breakfast. You got to go to meditation. You got to go to yoga. You got to go to Bible study." His wife, I was crying. His wife grabs the phone, and she goes, "I don't mean to interrupt here, but we have 3 kids under 5. This place sounds incredible." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, you gotta talk to I gotta talk to a therapist all day." She goes, "You get to talk to an adult, huh? What's that like?" I goes, "You don't understand. There's drug tests. They watch you pee." She goes, "Oh, only one person watches you pee, huh?" Did I hear you were going to breakfast? Is someone cooking you breakfast? That must be nice. I go, "You don't understand. There's absolutely no sexual activity." She goes, This place sounds perfect. But take laughter with you. You guys, a lot of you guys are like, it's such a relief to laugh at jokes. You know, life is horrible, dude. Everything out there is horrible. Like, you gotta start laughing at some things. You know what I'm saying? Just take some photos of people, send it to the group text. It helps you. It helps you cope. You know what I'm saying? Laughter is a good medicine. That's Proverbs 26. It might be Proverbs 4:26. It's one of those. I'm anorexic. I get the number switched up, but. Take laughter with you. That's all I'm saying. You guys know who Mark Lowry is? You ever heard that name before? Mark Lowry is one of my buddies. He's a comedian, and he said the greatest laughter always comes from the greatest amount of pain. And we've done shows in prisons. We've done crisis pregnancy centers. We've done military tours in the Middle East. He's like, it must be tough to tell jokes there. I go, no, it's easy, dude. People that have been to the darkness. I've seen the devil. I looked him in the eye. I don't have time for like flight attendant lady. Like, who cares?